بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. وعن جابر رضي الله عنه قال نهى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عن بيع الصبرة من التمر لا يعلم مكيلها بالكيل المسمى من التمر. So this hadith is very clear, and we went over it before. So Jabir radiallahu anhu said the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam prohibited selling subra, the pile of dates, to trade it with known amount of sa' from other tamr. So that's, we mentioned before that if you're trading tamr for tamr, dates for dates, they have to be equal amounts, right? So that's tamathul and taqabul, and you have to fulfill the payment immediately at the time of the sale. So we went over that in details before. This is just to emphasize those meanings. ومثله عن معمر بن عبد الله قال إني كنت أسمع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول الطعام بالطعام مثلا بمثل وكان طعامنا يومئذ الشعير. So, نحن luxury. So Maram bin Abdullah radiallahu anhu قال, I used to hear the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying that food for food trading, the food should be with similar type of food, similar quantities, and again taqabul, fulfilling the payment at the time of the trade. And our staples at that time used to be the barley. So the Prophet ﷺ, again, in order to avoid exploitation and extortion of others people, it has to be the same, similar value. And this goes to what we've mentioned before, because some people said, oh, it is only these 6 products that we talked about. This talks about any type of staple food, which is the rice, the corn, and the list goes on and on for whatever people use as a staple food. And the meaning is very clear, alhamdulillah. قال وعن فضالة بن عبيد رضي الله عنه قال اشتريت يوم خيبر قلادة ب12 دينارا فيها ذهب وخرز ففصلتها فوجدت فيها أكثر من 12 دينارا فذكرت ذلك للنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فقال لا تباع حتى تفصل. المعنى واضح هنا؟ الله يجزيكم خير. So Fadala radiallahu anhu said, I bought a necklace on the day of Khaybar. It was mixed of beads and gold, and I bought it for 12 dinar. So 12 dinar, how many grams that would be? Times 4.25. How much?
51, I guess.
No, 50.
12 times 4 and
4 and a quarter.
12 times 4, 48. With 12 and a quarter is 3. So 51.
51. So 51 grams.
I'll give it to you like that.
No. 51 جرام ذهب كان فيه.
Exactly 51 now.
We know who was exercising mentally, mashallah. So he said when he separated the beads from the gold, yeah, he found that it had more than 12 dinar, more than 51 grams of gold in it. So he told the Prophet ﷺ, he said, it should not be sold till it is separated. So it has to be equal amount of gold. And this is very practical. Yeah, now people got it. When you go and you buy something, sometimes you buy a stone and it has a frame of gold, right? Or it has a bracelet or a necklace and it has some other stones, right? So they tell you this is how much gold it has and this is how much stones it has, right? And you should pay for the gold separate from the stones, right? And most jewelers, this is the practice they do. Imam Malik rahimahullah, said if the stones were less than a third of the amount, the quantity of the gold, then it's okay. Then it can be supplemented to the gold value. And the other way around, because sometimes it could be the diamond, right? And a necklace of diamond, and the gold is only small amount. It could be the chain, and that could be, if it's less than a third, then it could be annexed to the amount of the diamond. But I believe, I'm not an expert on jewelry purchasing, but I think most jewelers now separate between the gold and the diamond, between the stones and the diamond. But in a sense, you should buy the gold separate from the stones. And when you trade in, you cannot just go and, no one is going to go and say, okay, this is 60 grams and it has half of it, emerald or something else. So that's the concept. Clear? So now you know how to buy jewelry.
The Prophet ﷺ used the word or the term mithil, right? And we are translating it in English to similar. But
equal.
Or equal. Are we talking about the weight or the price?
We're talking about the weight.
It seems it is the price. لأن الصحابي when he told the Prophet ﷺ, I later found out that it's worth more than 12 dinars. He did not say more than the weight. So
that's why the Prophet ﷺ said, لا تباع حتى تفصل.
What I'm trying to say that the Sahabi mentioned or he understood mithil as a price. He said 12 dinars, dollars amount. It's not the weight. It is how much it is worth.
No, it is the weight actually. This is how exactly the Sahabi understood it.
Yeah, he said 12 dinars.
Yeah. See, this is more the thing about dinar being gold and being currency at the same time.
Exactly.
That's what's causing the problem.
That's I understand. But he said 12 dinars. So he's talking about price, not weight, not volume, not. So the unit he used was price. So it seems that mithil or equal or similar is in the value in dollars,
no, it is
not
in the weight. It is in the weight.
Okay.
That's exactly what he's saying. When he separated the beads from the gold, it was more than
12 dinars.
Exactly.
So he's talking about dollars, not. Anyhow, that's
Anyway.
The impression I'm getting is that they didn't have currency. They used gold, and dinar is gold.
Dinar is gold. Dinar
That's it.
was gold.
It's a weight of gold.
Right. So, and this is why the scholars, when we talked about the illah of the a'yan al-sitta, they said it is the amount, it is the weight, it is the mikyal, they tried to come up why actually. And there are so many reasons. There is, as we mentioned, at-tu'miyya, meaning it is food. and they say the naqdiya, or it is the currency, and some people say the al-kaydiyya, it is the weight. And so there are different explanations they try to come up. So they try to do qiyas for whatever is similar in application should be prohibited for the same illah, for the same reason. And with the dhahab and fidda, they say it is a naqdiya. So anything used for currency, so even our bills should apply the same thing. But when they talk about the gold, it is by wazn, basically. It is not by the sa'. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وآله والحمد لله رب العالمين.